Hello? 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 Can you hear me? Okay, I think the audio is fine. So welcome to everybody after over an hour doing different things. So we later got through. So this is Tope Alao. We'll be discussing about mode and mode treatment, dampness and painting. So whatever it is you want. Yesterday I was thinking about it, that how do we even categorize everything we do here, and I realized that we talk to the wall, like so we are, anything that happens to your wall, we are the experts that will help you treat it correctly, the right way, not that something that will waste your money and then it will come back. So whether you have mold on your wall, you have dampness on your wall, or you need a suitable paint to paint your wall, this is the right place to be. And I'm going to be showing you on this live chat how are the different type of paints and the different type of material you need to solve different type of conditions on your wall. So stay right there, don't leave. Get a couple of a glass of water. This is going to be an interesting session. So guys, let's double tap on the screen. You're on YouTube, you're on TikTok, double tap on the screen so that we will be other people who are not here will join and then learn as well, because there are a lot of people. In fact, I was just saying that somebody sent me the video of their place this morning and I was about to cry. If you know the number of people that send me the video of their place, and I will be like, are people actually living in this place? Even when I see any black dot on my wall like this, I'm always very very scared. Why? Because mold is very dangerous. Mold and all this, whether it's black mold, brown mold, anyone, yellow mold, this thing is very dangerous. If I see one small thing like this in my place, I'll be afraid. Quickly I'll go and apply a top mode defense on it. But you will now see some people, their own place, you now see all the ceiling, all the wall. The one I even saw this morning, I was feeling sorry for the person. I wanted to chat the person and say, please hope nobody is staying in this place, because even without the, like, even though it's not causing you health problem, even the irritation that thing cause, it's very serious. And on this live call, I'm going to be showing you how you can treat this type of thing properly so that it will not come back again. Yes, it's possible. It's possible as long as you do the right thing. Yes, it might cost you money, but your head is more important. I used to tell people that to treat malaria now in the hospital, if you go to a low class hospital, you spend 30,000, 40,000 naira. Like, that's on the average, like the minimum. So that's even when you are trying to not spend too much money. If you go to pharmacy, they can write drug of 20,000 for you for just for malaria. Not to now talk of what you don't even know where it's coming from, because mold and dampness and all these things that you are seeing on your wall, they have health implication, mostly respiratory health issue, that you just be feeling weak. You will not know where the something is coming from. Like, you'll be feeling headache, feeling dizzy, all those things. So it is mold that usually cause it. So if you are somebody that's feeling like this, you are seeing black thing on your wall, what you need to do is treat that particular wall and go for medical checkup, because it's very serious. It's very serious. So and it's not just a Nigerian thing. There are a lot of people in the world right now that are also having the same issue. So but on this live call, I'm going to show you what you need to do. So if you have mold, let's talk about mold. If you're somebody that has mold on your wall, mold, what is mold? Mold is all this black thing. For those of you on TikTok, if you look at that image on my screen, you see that all those black stuff. So black stuff that you see on your wall, they are mold. And how do they develop? The basic way mold usually develop is by is when there's dampness on your wall, like when your wall is wet. That is, your wall is wet, whether it's from the foundation, whether it's from water leakage from your bathroom, whether it's from you cooking in your room and then you close everywhere, or you even travel and there's no ventilation in your room, and every condensation, every water that's supposed to escape out of the window, you close all the door. That is when mold will grow on your wall. So once you have that water on your wall, whether it is in your bathroom or in your from the foundation, they did not use DPC in the building you are staying, whether you are the owner or not, they did not use DPC. Water from the ground will rise up. It will rise up into your block, and once it gets to the block, it will start soaking your paint. Once that paint is soaking, it will, like, it will start germinating mold. But it is not in every case that you have water on your wall that you have mold. But when you now say, okay, let me travel for 3 days, 2 days, and you close all the window, there's no ventilation and there's heat, mold will just say, oh, let us show up. That's when they will now show up on your paints. So they will start showing up. In some cases you might not even see them with your eyes, they will start showing up. Just know that anywhere you have dampness, more that there's possibility of mold growth. What do I mean by dampness? Anywhere you have water mark on your wall like this, or you see paint spilling, there's possibility that mold can grow there. So you don't just wait and say, okay, let me wait and see what is going to happen. No, immediately you see that dampness, the best thing to do is to treat the root cause of it. And that is where damp proofing materials comes in, like waterproofing materials comes in. So you can use any of these particular products if you want to waterproof your room. For example, if you are somebody that sees dampness, you see water mark in your room close to the window level and all the way around your room, it's most likely that they did not use DPC in that place, or the DPC has expired. So what you need to do is to chip off the wall. You remove all those wet wall because it's contaminated and possibly mold is growing on it already. So once you chip off that wall, you chip it off, then you apply waterproof material like Costa 2K and Crystal Coat or any other waterproof material that you have. Well, apply it on that block. Like, you remove the plaster, but you now be seeing block, empty block like this. Once you remove it, you now put it is on the wall that you on the block that you now put your waterproof material. You apply Crystal Coat first. After it dries, you apply Costa 2K, and then you replaster the place and you repaint. You can even do screening again, and your place will be fine, beautiful again, and you won't have any problem again. But if you are somebody that I told you earlier that there are two different ways that water can get to your wall. But in some cases, it's not just from the foundation, it is from your neighbor. Like nowadays, I'm seeing most people having this same issue. There's this particular hotel, they sent me the video this morning. The water was the upper floor has water issue. That is, their bathroom up is leaking. Is now leaking on the POP of the room downstairs. So if you now enter the room downstairs, you see that there's black stuff on the roof. In fact, this particular one, in this case, the something has already removed. The POP of the downstairs zone has already been removed because of the water that's coming from up. So if you are in this category, if maybe your own POP has not removed, you are just seeing some black stuff on the wall, what you need to do in this case is get to your neighbor. This is where you get to be your your neighbor's keeper. How do you say it? You go to their own place, beg them, you do whatever it is, even though you are not in good condition with them. Beg them, get a plumber or a tiler to help you check that particular place. For there are three things they need to check. One is there any pipe leaking? One, is there any pipe leaking in that place? They need to check it well. So the number two thing they need to check is, all this drain that where water follow in their own bathroom up, you check it. If there are some drains that they did not cover it well, so if you see that round thing or that four corner stuff, that square stuff, if you see it, in some cases it will not cover the whole hole, and water will now be following the side of the cover. It will be following the side, and that water is not going into the drain, it's coming to your own floor. So if you have that situation, tell the plumber or the tiler to help you cover that place with I think there is a cement they cover it up, so that the water will be going inside the drain instead of coming to your own floor. That's the number two thing you need to check. The number three thing they need to check is they need to check that tiles. There are some bathroom tiles that they did not lay very well. But tiles is supposed to cover up and have small hole like this. There are some places that you see that the hole, that line between the tiles is very wide and water is seeping inside. So get a tiler to help you check that place. If you have that issue, they can use this silicone gum. There's something they call silicone, so they will use it, or if there's any other thing they will use it to help you seal off that place, so that the water will not be coming into the bathroom like through that line and be coming to your own floor. So once you fix all those things, now you come back to your place, your own room now that is downstairs, that has those mold on the ceiling. Now you get a top mold defense. You get this mold defense. Why? Because mold has already grown. Don't just say, let me quickly paint it and it will go. No, you will paint it will go, but the mold that is there will not die, and it will cause you health issue. So this is where you need a top mold defense. What is the work of this thing? This one will help you kill the mold. It will kill the mold. In fact, me personally, I had this issue in my own personal apartment. My neighbor upstairs was having leakage in their own place, so once we fix it, we applied the top mold defense. After applying the top mold defense, we now repainted. So why? Because if you just say, oh, let me go and repaint, no, you might end up regretting it. So a top mode defense is what you need. So if you have this kind of thing, so you apply the top mode defense. So let me put it here, you apply the top mode defense on the surface where you are seeing black thing. Even though where you are not seeing black thing, this particular thing can cover 3 rooms, like the up of 3 rooms. Just apply it everywhere so that you know you are safe. Just put it everywhere around, so because you don't know where mold is growing already. So once you put it, you can repaint. But if you now notice that discoloration is much, because there are some places that you see discoloration that both dudu gone, like oti dudu or oti brown gone, you need to get primer. That's where you need an undercoat. This thing don't go and fall down. That's where you need an undercoat. So undercoat is meant to remove that dudu, that blackness, that thickness. Is meant to remove it so that when you now paint, that blackness will not show again. So after you apply mold defense, you can put primer. If the discoloration is much, put primer, undercoat primer, and then you'll be good to go. So you'll be good to repaint. Once you repaint, you can start enjoying your place and start inviting people to your place. But if you did not do all these things, you say you want to repaint, it's just you are living with a silent killer. You are living with a silent killer. So let me see what somebody is saying on YouTube. So thank you to everybody who is joining on YouTube. So if you are on TikTok, okay, 4 people are watching on YouTube, which is good. 5 now, so it's increasing. So wow, TikTok, whoops. Oh gosh. Maybe just maybe we should just put the TikTok stuff. Let's just put it. Let me just flip the camera. Let's flip the camera. Okay, I think this should work. This should work. Okay. Now we should just use this. If we use this, it should be too close. We won't be able to. Okay, let's check. Just one thing about content is you have to be trying new things. You have to be trying new things to see what will work. Because TikTok just log us out. Okay, thank you to everybody who is joining on TikTok again. Sorry, I'm very sorry for what just happened. I was just about to say, okay, let's go and check TikTok now for comments and what people are saying. But then I saw that, yes, silicone gun sealer. Yes, Mr. John, you are right. How much is the crystal coat and where can it be purchased? So crystal coat is 80,000. Costa 2K is 70,000. So if you need it, you can send me what message on WhatsApp. Let me leave my WhatsApp number 090-435-575896. I'm going to pin it 96 WhatsApp. So I'll be there to respond to you personally. 435-75896. So that's the WhatsApp number. So thank you to number. So the number is if you hear okay, Orishi. So that's my number there, 090-4357-5896. That's this number that you're seeing on the screen, on the sticker right here if you're on TikTok. So that's the number on the screen, 090-4357-5896, 090-4357-5896. So thank you to Razi, thank you to Aliyu, thank you to Justice, Basam, thank you very much for joining. Guys, let's double tap on the screen. Let's get more people to join this live. Let's double tap on the screen. Dr. Benjamin. So if you have mode on your wall, this is the right place to be. This is where you can learn how to treat it properly. So make sure you stick around so that I will be showing you different solutions, different products you can use to solve the mode problem. So if you have mode you want us to check for you, we can do inspection for you as long as your place is in the southwest. So for now we work in the southwest for inspection, but we bill to anywhere in Nigeria. So anywhere you need the product, we will bill to anywhere you want the product in Nigeria. So somebody says, what are the material required for producing emulsion? Please get someone else to teach you that. We are here to talk about mold damp treatment and painting your house, so not paint production. So paint production, you can check YouTube. There are a lot of videos on how to produce. They will even show you how they are mixing the chemicals. So I think that's the best place to be. All right. So let's move on to some of the stuff we have on hand. So if you have any question, leave it in the chat, guys. Let's double tap on the screen. Let's get this live to 1,000 likes. At least 1,000 is very small. Let's get it to 1,000 for now, so that other people who are not aware that we are live will join live. Double tap on your screen, guys. Double tap on your screen. Okay, double tap on your screen. Double tap on your screen. Double tap on your screen. Let's check YouTube if our audio is still fine. Okay, I think our audio is still fine. So Mr. John, that's my WhatsApp number there. So message me. I'll be waiting for your message. Message me. We can web to anywhere. We just web some products to Abeokuta and Ibadan this morning. Another one is going to Port Harcourt very soon. So a lot of people are messaging me already. So Mr. Yusuf, thank you very much for joining. Make sure you share this live to your audience, to your followers, to people who you know, your loved ones, because mold and dampness, they are very, very dangerous. So make sure you share the live, guys, share the live, so that others who are not here will join. So we are talking about mold. We are talking about mold and damp treatment. We are talking about mold. We are talking about dampness. If you have dampness on your wall, the best way to treat it, I'm going to show you. Mile 1, thank you very much for joining. So Costa 2K is 70,000, Crystal Codes 2 is 80,000. So those are the ones you use to treat dampness on your wall. So our location is Lagos. So that's Eputu bus stop after Awoyaya. Eputu bus stop after Awoyaya. For those of you that know Awoyaya is a popular place. So Eputu bus stop after Awoyaya. So that's where you can get our products. We can also waybill to you anywhere you are in Nigeria. So or you send us a DM 09043575896. Okay. If you are in Ghana, just send me a message. Though for now we've not yet delivered to Ghana, but if something you are buying is okay, so we can still find a way to send to you in Ghana. I think I'm looking at one bus going to Ghana in Adesanya there. So that's cross country. I think they go to Ghana. So just send me a DM 09043575896. So if you're in Ghana, you just put +23409 +2349043575896 2349043575896. That's the number to chat. So that's mold and damp treatment for you. So that's mold. So if you like I was saying, so now if you have the mold on your ceiling now and it is black, so the first thing you need to do is make sure you fix the cause. In most cases, if it is on your ceiling, but if you are somebody that, okay, if it is in your ceiling, it is either the person that is above you who is staying upstairs has a leaking bathroom. But if there's no floor above you, you are the one at the uppermost floor, but you have a roof above you, that means the roof is leaking, and this is what to do. So if you have all this normal aluminium roof, what you need to do is get a carpenter to help you go upstairs, or somebody that install roof to help you go upstairs and check that exact position where you are seeing the most discoloration. Let them check for leakage and block the leakage. There are a lot of materials they can use to block the leakage. Now after blocking the leakage, even so after blocking the leakage, that's when you now apply a top mode defense on your own place. You come to your own room now, apply a top mode defense. If the discoloration is much, and I mean everywhere is dark, gbogbo dudu, and or brown, very brown, so what you need to do, get a top mode defense, apply it there. Then you also get an undercoat primer. Get an undercoat primer like this one, put it there, and then you won't have that discoloration again. So once you do this, you can now repaint that place, and then you have fresh air in your space. So but there are some places that the roof is not aluminum roof, it's hidden roof. So if it is hidden roof, you can get these materials depending on the type of hidden roof. There are some hidden roof that's hidden, that's hidden roof, but they have aluminum installation. So for that one, there's a chemical you use, they call it pu. So pu is polyurethane. So that pu is very common. So it's, for us, we also sell it, but it's not available now. So it's Conceal 250. It's in bucket like this one. So it's pu. So that pu is like a rubber like this. So you apply it in on the, if it is that roof, that hidden roof that has roof gutter but with aluminium, you apply it on the roof gutter side, including the wall. You apply it, and then you also apply what's the name of this thing, a mesh. So geotextile fiber, yes, you use geotextile fiber along the edge, along that joint. When you build a house, along the joint like this, where this wall, where the vertical wall meets the horizontal wall, they will meet at one point. This joint, you use geotextile fiber to lace it, and then you put the polyurethane on it. So that way you won't have that dampness again. What's happening is here our network. So that way you won't have that dampness again. Now guys, let's double tap on the screen. Let's get more people to join this live. Let's double tap on the screen. Let's double tap on the screen, guys. Thank you to Maman. Thank you to Miss Iye. So if you have mold in your place, this is the right place to be. If you have mold in your place, you have dampness in your place, this is the right place to be, guys. Let's double tap on the screen. Let's get more people to join this live. So if your roof is hidden roof, so what you need to do is to apply that polyurethane, which is Conceal 250, and then the geotextile fiber, you use it to cover everywhere. But if you have a hidden roof that people usually go, like they usually go there, maybe you have another space above that place, what you need to do is you can get Costa 2K and Crystal Coat, apply Crystal Coat first on that place, then you apply Costa 2K later, and after that you can now put all this green grass or something to cover them. So you use something to cover them so that people can still walk on it, and then when rain falls, the water from that place will not soak into your own apartment down. So once you do that, that is where you now apply a top mold defense on your own space, so that you can kill all the mold that has grown on your own ceiling down. Kill all the mold. Then if the discoloration is much, apply a primer. Apply a primer on the wall to clean all the stain. This one is to remove all the stain, and after that you can now repaint. So that way you won't have any earth issue again. So another another case study is that people have mold at the back of their wardrobe. So if you are somebody that has mold at the back of your wardrobe, this is how to treat it properly. So you have mold at the back of your wardrobe, in most cases is because it's as a result of low air ventilation. So if you want to put your wardrobe, it's usually advisable that you did not put it directly against the wall. Always try to put space between the wall and your wardrobe. But if you have done the mistake of putting it directly against the wall, this is what you need to do. You will notice that there are some discoloration on that place. That is mold in most cases, so especially where your wall is already wet. So what you need to do is get a top mold defense, put it on the wall, put a top mold defense on the wall. So once the wall If the discoloration is much, it's gloss. So if the discoloration is much, if the discoloration is much, get a primer, put it on the wall as well. Then after that, you get paint and then repaint that place again. Then make sure you did not put the wardrobe close to the wall again. Make sure you shift the wardrobe away from the wall now, so that your wall will have room to breathe. So that is what you need to do to, if you have mold at the back of your wardrobe. So our top mold defense is, our top mode defense is 40,000 naira. Our top mode defense is 40,000 naira. If you need it, send us a DM 09043575896, 09043575896. So 09043575896. Thank you to everybody who is watching on YouTube. Thank you to everybody who is watching on YouTube. I really appreciate you guys. So let's move on to the next thing. So now another case study where you are. Now, if you're somebody that has, if you're somebody that see paint peeling on your wall, but on the other side of the wall there's a bathroom, this is what you need to do. What you need to do is to remove all the tiles in the bathroom, if there's any tiles there. Then you get Coaster 2K and Crystal Coat, and then you apply the after removing the tiles, you apply the Crystal Coat first. After 48 hours, you apply the Coaster 2K, and then you put the tiles back. So the reason you are seeing that paint peeling on the other side of the bathroom is because the bathroom was not waterproofed. So but after you remove the tiles and waterproof it with Coaster 2K and Crystal Coat, you won't have that problem on the other side again. But if you have noticed that the other side already like the paint has peeled too much and the plastering is already weak, you also also come to the other side of the wall that's peeling already, remove the plaster, also apply Coaster 2K and Crystal Coat on that surface, and then you replaster that place again, and then you repaint. So that way you won't have that issue again. So a lot of people send me video nowadays that their wall is having that issue, and when I ask them that what's on the other side of the wall, they'll be like, oh, it's a cold room. In some cases they'll be like cold room. I'll be like, cold room on your on the other side of your house, cold room, or even bathroom. Those are the things that anything cold that's on the other side of your wall can also affect the inside of your house. So that is the proper way to treat it. So what you can do is, that particular place that's causing the cold, put waterproof material there. Then you come into your own space, put another waterproof material, and then it will be protecting the two sides, so that the water will not come to your paint and spoil your own paint later. So thank you to everybody who is joining. Thank you to Philip Soji. Thank you to Tahir Sami. Thank you very much, Dolanshi. So if you have mode on your wall, this is the right place to be, guys. Let's tap on the screen. Let's share this live. Let's get more people to join this live. Bless you, cute. Thank you very much, my man. Thank you very much for staying on. So if you want to place your order, 09043575896 is this particular number. 09043575896. That's the WhatsApp number. Make sure you send us message on WhatsApp. Thank you to Mr. John on TikTok, on YouTube. Thank you very much. Thank you to everybody who is sticking around on YouTube. I really appreciate you guys. So if you are yet to follow us, make sure you follow us. If you are yet to subscribe, make sure you subscribe on YouTube. Make sure you are there. We always give out valuable contents that are very, very interesting. And I used to tell people that this is just the beginning. You are yet to see what we can do now, because we are yet to bring out our full potential when it comes to content creation, when it comes to showing you guys interesting stuff that will make you happy, that will be like, wow, this is too much good, it's too good to be free. Yes, it's too good to be free. So we are there to show you different things that you can do. She told me yesterday that she might not come. No, okay. Please, which company has the best? So if you want the best white paint, go with Armstrong White Paints. You never regret it. Armstrong White Paints. Trust me. Try it once. Try it with 1 gallon. 4 liters is around 4,200. Try it and come and give me the feedback. Thank you to Bolos Nigeria. I think Bolos produce paints. I think. Thank you to BOR. Thank you to Walls for that comment. Thank you to GDEX Realty, real estate guys. Real estate guys are the one making all the money now. We are just managing the small crumbs that real estate guys already made. Because if you want to sell a house, last one you'll be hearing millions, millions. But we are just here to repair walls and paint walls. So if you have any question you want to give us your contract, send us a DM 0904 357 5896 09043575896. So our office is at Eputu bus stop after Awoyaya. Eputu bus stop after Awoyaya. That's where our office is. So if you know Awoyaya very well, so it's after Aja. So Eputu bus stop after Awoyaya. That's where our office is. It's right at the bus stop. You are not branching anywhere. Eputu bus stop after Awoyaya. So if you need the description, just send me a message on 09043575896. 09043575896. Thanks to Mr. Sulaiman for joining the live. Um, 09043575896. Sammy, thanks to Sammy for joining. Thanks to King Low, Patrick Wet. Thank you very much for joining. Okay, let me give us some case studies of where other places you can see mold in your place. Um, if you have mold around your AC, this is what you need to do. The first thing you need to do is to get a top mode defense. Get this particular mode defense. You put it around the AC. So that is when you have discoloration. How do you know if you have mold? Is in most cases when you have discoloration, especially when it is black or brown in nature around the AC and is discoloring the place. What you need to do is get a top mode defense. Apply it on it. You get apply a top mode defense around the AC where you see the discoloration. After that, you can get a primer. If the discoloration is much, get this primer, apply it on it, apply it around those places, and then repaint your space. So that way you won't have that issue again. But one thing you also need to check is there any water leaking out of the AC that's causing the issue? So if there's water leaking, make sure you fix the water. If you fix the water, do all these things, you won't have that mode issue again. So that is a top mode defense for you. Send us a DM to get your own today. So another place you can also have mode is what's your cost estimate to treat a regular living room space mold and damp treatment? So Mr. Idris, send us a DM. It depends on what is in the space. So send the video of the place to me on the space of how the mold is on the wall to me via 09043575896. So I will assess each condition because it's not like different condition, different thing, like different thing require different treatment depending on the pattern and every other thing that we are able to see. So that's why mold treatment is not something that anybody can just tell you, you have to do this. No. Each condition has different way of treating it. So send it to me on WhatsApp. I'll be there to give you response. So so if you have mold around your washing machine like this, around your wash area, so this is what you need to do. The first thing you need to do is to scrape off the wall if you can. So if the mold is very very thick, but if it is just a light one, get a top mold defense, put it, spray it around the where you see the discoloration. After applying a top mold defense, find something to clean the surface, and after that get a primer. If the discoloration is much, get a primer, and then after applying the primer, you now repaint your place. But if the discoloration is not much, there's no need to use primer in most cases. So just get a top mode defense, apply it on the wall. After the application, repaint your place, and then you'll be good to go. Yes, there's another chemical you can also use, but we don't have it available. So that one, you apply it on the surface so that whichever water is touching that particular surface, it will be dropping on the floor. It will not sink into your wall to now cause mold for you. The reason you are seeing mold in that space is a wash area. So which means anytime you are washing clothes, is there's a likelihood of water splashing on the wall. So with that, mold get to grow. So but with for maintenance, maybe every month you can just apply a top mold defense so that mold will not grow on that particular space and start giving you health issue. So that's what you need to do if you have mold around your washing machine or your wash area. So thank you to Mr. Ade for joining. Harrison, thank you very much for joining. So YouTube guys, okay, I'm seeing some messages. I'll respond to messages. Let's check another case study for where you can see mold. So if you have mold in your kitchen, this is what you need to do, especially when you notice all this black stuff on your kitchen, whether it is on the wall or on your kitchen utensil or even on your kitchen cabinet. This is what you need to do. In most cases, what usually causes this is because you are cooking in that kitchen and then there's no ventilation. Most kitchen have small windows. If you can, always try to put big windows in the place of those small windows. Why? Because ventilation, once you have ventilation, mold will not be able to grow in that place. So after solving the ventilation issue, what you need to do is get a top mold defense, put it on the wall, spray it everywhere you see black mold, and even if possible, spray it everywhere. Use towel to clean all the surfaces. After you have sprayed, wait for 30 minutes. Spray after you spray it, clean everywhere. Come back with soap and water, clean everywhere again, and then anywhere you see discoloration again, you can repaint the place. And if the discoloration is much, get a primer, undercoat primer like this one. Get it, you paint it on those places that has discoloration, and then after painting the undercoat primer, then you can now repaint all those surfaces that has issue, I mean walls that have issue. So that is the proper way to treat mold in your kitchen so that it will not come back again. Because when you are cooking, moisture is rising, like there's steam from your pot, and then it has nowhere to escape. That's why so when you cook, the steam will just leave that pot, come to try to escape, nowhere to escape. It will stick to the wall, stick to your cabinet, stick to everywhere, and then over time, when there's heat, mold will get to grow on those things. So get a top mold defense to treat all those type of places. So a top mold defense is 40,000 naira. 40,000 naira, we can wave it to you anywhere you are: Port Harcourt, Niger, Benue, Kaduna, Kano, Zaria, anywhere you are, Benin, Warri, Lokoja, Abuja. So we've been sending a top mold defense to Abuja. A lot of people who have this kind of issue in Abuja. It's a general issue. It's not, if you are having it in your place, it's not something to be shy about. It's a general issue because most people have this kind of problem in their space, and then they don't know what to do about it. So send us a DM today to get solution to your own if you have this particular issue, guys. Let's double tap on the screen. A lot of people are joining this live, but nobody is double tapping on the screen. Let's double tap on the screen. Let's like this live. Let's share the live. Thank you to P. Thank you to Tony Oko. Thank you to Funny Shadowcom. Thank you to Dangote. Thank God. I don't get money. Dangote don't join my life. I don't get money. Thank you to Funny. So I don't get money. Dangote don't like my life. Oh, he don't join my life. So if you have mold in your space, it's not so, like I say, thank you to Funny. I really appreciate you. Thank you very much. Thank you to Maxwell for joining. So if you have mold on your wall, it's not something to be shy about. It's something you should shout about. Don't shy about it. Shout about it. If you have mold on your wall, don't shy about it. Shout about it. Like, tell people that, oh, I have mold. Do you know what I can use? But what you can use instead of shouting around is use a top mold defense. Use it to kill it. It will kill all the mold on your wall and then give you peace of mind. But in some cases, I understand that some people, they are not the owner of the house. They don't want to spend all those kind of money trying to remove plaster, trying to do this. Yes, you can still get their top mold defense, but the only thing you need to know is that if you did not treat the root cause, the mold will come back again. But when it comes back, you can always kill it again. So you can always kill it again with a top mold defense. So for example, if you have mold on on the lower part of your house, but the paint is not peeling, it's just small discoloration that you are seeing, get a top mode defense, spray it there for 1 month, leave it. After 1 month again, come back, spray it again. Even though you do not see anything, spray it again. So that way you are sure that you are constantly killing the mold, especially when you just rent the place. You don't want to spend too much money removing plaster, because applying waterproof material is usually very expensive. Apart from the fact that the chemical is expensive, the application process sef, it takes 6 days of work. Like, you remove plaster today, you apply crystal coat tomorrow, you apply kosatuki another day, you replaster the place, you after replastering the place, do screening again. After screening again, you now repaint. See all those steps, pa 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 pa, and then you just rent the place. Maybe you are even thinking of moving out in the next 6 months or in the next 1 year, and you are spending that kind of money. So if you just need something to kill the mold so that it won't have any health effect on you, just get a top mold defense. It's very 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 effective to kill mold. It's very very good. So thank you to Funny Shadow Comedy. I really appreciate you. Thank you. You've brought a lot of people to the live. Thank you very much. I really appreciate you. Guys, let's double tap on the screen. Thank you very much. Thank you to Ahead Decor. Thank you very much, Ahead Decor. Thank you for the follow. I really appreciate you. So if you are on this live, okay, my paint water no dey let ammo. Small thing paint don't remove. Yes, so if you are somebody that has paint, if you are somebody that has this particular issue, that you paint today, tomorrow the paint is removing, this is what you need to do. The first thing you need to do is to remove the plaster. So even though you keep painting and painting and painting over again, you keep removing and removing. Instead of repainting, this is what you need to do. So remove the plaster. After that, get a waterproof material like kosatuki and crystal coat. Apply crystal coat on the wall. After applying crystal coat on the wall, wait for 48 hours. After that, apply costa 2k. The way you apply it is just using brush to apply it, but once you apply it, that thing might be in your own face, it might be liquid, but once it dry like this, it will form something that's very very solid, that it will prevent water from soaking from your wall and come and spoil your paints later. So once you do this, you have peace of mind. So after that, you can replaster your place back and repaint. So you won't need to be spending money today, spend money tomorrow, spend money another day. Even when you calculate all the money, it's better to just get all this waterproofing material and apply it on your wall, and you won't have that issue again. So that is the right way to solve all this dampness issue. So, and if you are somebody that has more money, yes, you can also get damp master, inject it down close to the foundation of that particular house. It will form a chemical DPC layer that will prevent water from rising to your space. That means you even get a longer lifespan for the chemicals. So thank you very much to everybody who is joining. Thank you to Israel Painting. I really appreciate you. Amos Easy, thank you very much. Easy Apartment Property, thank you very much. So if you have mold in your rented apartments, this is the right place to be. You don't want a situation whereby your guests will come and then they will be seeing all this discoloration on your wall. You have an hotel, there's discoloration. Yesterday we shipped something to an hotel. They have discoloration on their wall. We ship a top mode defense for them. So they just said they need something to kill the mold, so that once they kill the mold, they can repaint, and then their clients will not have any health issue, which is very very good. Because if you are renting out spaces and then people are coming to your place, and after they get to their destination they are becoming sick, next time they will be like, I notice that every time I go to this particular property, I'm always sick, let me use another property another day. And even human conscience self, if you see all these things, it's not proper for you to say, okay, let me just repaint it and people stay there. No, get chemicals like a top mold defense, a mold defense, or a mold killer that will kill the mold, so that it will not have any health issue on your guests or even on your staff. Because when your staff go into that room, they want to clean the place, they want to make the place tidy, they are also inhaling those things in their nose. So make sure you get their top mold defense, use it to kill everything on the wall before you now even say you want to repaint. So that's what you need. Thank you very much to Osaritin. Thank you to Sharp X Gamer Republic. Thank you very much. I really appreciate you guys. So let's up tap on the screen. Let's get more people to join this live. Hope our speaker is still working on YouTube. Let's get more people to join. Okay, our speaker is still working. So our top mode defense is just 40,000 naira. 40,000 naira. Sharp S, thank you very much for liking the live. Our top mode defense is just 40,000 naira. It's 40,000 naira for this thing. Mode defense. It kills any mode, any type of mode in your space. Send us a DM if you need it now. Our top mode defense is what you need. Send us a DM. Let's talk about another use case for mode. If you have mode in your bathroom and everywhere is looking like a mess, this is what you need to do. The reason you are having that mode is because there's little ventilation in that bathroom in most cases. There are some bathroom that they don't even put any window. How come? Like, you have a bathroom that you are taking your bath every day. Some people will even take hot steam shower, and then all the steam that's supposed to escape has nowhere to escape. So what you need to do is to make sure you have ventilation. For example, you can create a window, not even small, a medium sized window, so that anytime there's steam it can escape. So after doing that, you can get a top mode defense, spray it on anywhere you see discoloration, all those black stuff and brown stuff, spray it there. After spraying it there, you can now repaint. But if the discoloration is much, you can also get a primer, which is a stain blocking primer, an undercoat primer. Get it, use it on the surface, use it on the wall. After that, you can now repaint, so that way you won't have that mold coming back again to come and cause you health problem, because all this mold has implication. They have health implication. Respiratory problem that most people are having comes from breathing in mold. Is very, very dangerous. So if you have this, get a top mold defense, use it to kill all the mold, and you won't have that problem again. So thank you very much. I get spawn mold for my house. Can I use hydrogen peroxide? No, don't use hydrogen peroxide. Hydrogen peroxide will spray, it will put all the mold, like it will scatter the mold into the air. But this one is very, very safe. You can use it. And even hydrogen peroxide, if you touch your screen, you are in trouble. But this one is very, very safe. A top mode defense is what you need. Just spray it on it, and then you'll be good to go. It's not something that's expensive. It's just 40,000 naira for this 4 liters, and that 4 liters can even serve you for a 3 bedroom apartment in some cases, depending on the size, or you get two of it. So it's very, very good, and you can always use it. So thank you very much to everybody who is tapping on the screen. Thank you very much. So thank you to everybody who is tapping on the screen. Thank you to everybody who is watching on YouTube. Okay, let's go to the next case study. I think we've talked about, okay, if you have mold in your refrigerator, here's what you need to do. So the first thing you need to do is, once you notice all those black thing that's inside your refrigerator or around it, those are mold in most cases, and it's usually caused by moisture, that is water, that is staying around those edges, and then there's heat and there's no ventilation. That's why you are seeing all those black things. So what you need to do is to get a top mode defense. Spray it around the refrigerator, and then but make sure you remove all the food in the refrigerator before you spray it around that. Then after 30 minutes, you come back with water and soap, like all this dishwashing soap. Put the dishwashing soap inside water, and then you use it to scrape, wipe all the places clean, so that way you won't have any mold in that place again. So but if you see it later on again, because of moisture that's always coming out of refrigerator, do the same thing, and then you won't have that issue again. So you apply it before painting. Apply it before painting. Give me a few seconds. So you apply it before painting. So it's after you now apply it that you can now go ahead with your painting. So that is how to apply the atomic mode defense. You spray it anywhere you see that discoloration. You spray it there so that it can kill the mold for you. Okay, let's create some content for you for short. A customer reached out to me and she was like she had made payment for certain a type of product that we sell, and I told her that the price has changed because she had earlier reached out to us, and then she was like okay she need this product, but several weeks later she reached out again. She said oh she has made payment. I told her the price has changed, but after that she was like this and that and this and that. I was like okay, maybe you should complete the payment, but I did not tell her to actually maybe we can refund her. But immediately, few minutes later, she was like, "Okay, refund me." I said, "Please send your account number." I quickly refund her because what most business people don't know is that you don't just keep customers' money. Always try to normalize like refunding people when it comes to, because peace of mind is better than pieces of mind. We can say okay let me hold your money, let me do this. No, it will not in most cases, especially in the age of social media, it doesn't end well. For me personally, what I do is that immediately I collect your money, until the material gets to you, that's when I can say okay I've made this particular sales. But before the material gets to you, I will not even count it as a sale. I will just count it as like a transaction that's yet to be completed, because in most cases different thing can even happen. Like different thing happen. For example, if you even collect projects, it is don't say okay okay let me do this, let me just remove my profits, buy the material and then send people to the site to go and do the job. No, because you are not sure of what will happen in certain projects. You might even end up adding your money to the project to get it completed. So if you are somebody that wants to maintain your integrity, in most cases try as much as possible for every project separate the money. Once you complete the project, you can now say oh, let me collect my profit. This also goes for when you are selling products. When you collect money from customer, don't say let me go and spend it. Don't spend it yet, let them get the product. In some cases sef, let them use it. If it's product that is very sensitive, let them use it before you say you want to spend money, because some customers will be like oh I did not finish it, can I return it? I did not this, different things that happen. Even drivers on the way, why they want to deliver, different issues will happen. All those kind of things are things that you should take note, so that you will protect your name and your integrity, because that is the only thing that will make you survive in this market. Thank you to Adeliji Adeleke, thank you to Bobo Oli, thank you to everybody who is joining. Guys, let's tap on the screen, let's get more people to join this live. Okay, let's move on to the next. um, so if you have any question, leave it in the chat. If you have any question, leave it in the chat. I'll be there to respond to you. Somebody is sending me a message. Thank you to Mavis. You see that the person has made payments, so I will not delay their order. Okay, the person has made payments since 40,000. More difference. Okay, got that. Okay. Alright, I will tell them to dispatch it out now. So then I will let you know how much the dispatch fee is. Alright. So this one is more defense that's going to Yaba. But let me confirm payments. So thank you to Mavis, thank you to Bobo Oli, thank you to everybody who is joining. Guys, let's up tap on the screen. Let's up tap on the screen. Paint Perfect, thank you very much for joining. Thank you to everybody who is watching on YouTube. Are you on TikTok? Yes, I'm on TikTok, Mr. John Akonde. Yes, the name is Tope Alao. So my username on TikTok is the Tope Alao, the Tope Alao. So my username on TikTok is the Tope Alao. So okay, let's add label. Let's add label paid so that we can process the order. So the Tope Alao, so 02 big guest, thank you very much for joining. Guys, let's double tap on the screen. Let's get more people to join this live. Let's get more people to join this live. Thank you to everybody who is watching on YouTube. I really appreciate you guys. YouTube guys, you guys are always amazing. You guys are always amazing. Thank you. TikTok guys, you guys are good as well. You know, how do you stream to TikTok and YouTube? For now, now 2 phones that they use. So I use 2 phones for now. In fact, I sometimes I use 3 phones. So because I've not been able to figure out something that works on both. Like the ones I've been seeing, they are not really satisfying for now. So I put YouTube on this side, then TikTok on the table here. Please pick me up. Okay. Omowumi Ofin Nico. Okay. Yes, sir. Ibadan, Ali wo. Ẹ lè message mi lórí WhatsApp, màá send phone number store manager wá sí. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni, bẹ́ẹ̀ ni. 0904 òun nìyẹn lórí screen yẹn 0904 357 5896 òun ni WhatsApp number yẹn. So ẹ kàn sọ pé ẹ̀yin lẹ pè láti Ìbàdàn, so màá kàn send number this person. Okay. So we are processing this order that's going to, thank you, we are processing this order that's going to Yaba. Okay. Delivery. Customer pay for delivery. Customer pay for delivery. Issues by the lowest amount. Action. So that's that delivery going to Yaba. So we are processing that ASAP. So because I don't like delaying order. So okay. Alright, I'll get back to you. So send me message on WhatsApp. So okay, good morning. Okay. So if you have any question, leave it in the chat. If you have any question, leave it in the chat. You have mold on your wall, you have dampness on your wall. Okay. Okay, this person. Yeah, this is an international number. Okay. Okay. Germany. This is Germany. Yeah. Okay. What's that? Okay. So here's the video. Okay. Let's go and check. Okay. Expression. Accounts. Expression. Okay. So thank you to Harrison. Thank you very much for staying around. Thank you very much, guys. Let's double tap on the screen. Yeah, we supposed don't reach 10K now. Yeah. Let's double tap on the screen, guys. Thank you to everybody who has been double tapping on the screen. Thank you to everybody who has been double tapping on the screen. Thank you to Mr. Emmanuel for joining. Thank you to everybody who is watching on. So Mr. John Akode, so that's what I do. I use 2 different phones for now. Though I'm still trying to explore using other platforms, but for now, that's what we do. We don't let anything stop us. Don't say, oh, because we cannot stream on the same device on 2 different platforms, that we will not do live. No, we have to keep moving. They say keep moving and don't settle. Keep moving, don't settle. Add man. Yes, thank you very much for joining. Thank you to becoming her. Okay, if you sent me a message on WhatsApp, I'll respond. Definitely, I'll respond. um, Somebody reached out to me the other day and it was like, I have a 150 million naira house. Will you buy it? I was like, from where to where? So this is somebody that I did not even know from anywhere. So the person just got my number online, sent me message the first time, sent another greeting message another day, and then she was like, we have property for this. This is somebody I did not even know. Even though I want to buy ordinary biro from you, you have to work towards it. Like you have to build that relationship before you say, okay, you want to sell. Which is why for me, I've been posting for like 10 years now for people to say, okay, one day they will buy from me. Even when people now contact me at the end of the day, I still understand that it is not everybody that contacts me after that 10 years of shouting, of jumping up, spending money. It is not everybody that still contacts me that will later end up buying. Some will still buy from another person. And even of those that will even buy from another person, another time when they need my service, they can still come back. Some will buy in the second time. Some will still say, this guy is not still the right guy for us. They will still go. So that is, you have to understand that, especially when you're a business owner or you are creating content to promote whatever it is, whether it's business or service you render. Always have it at the back of your mind that it is not everybody that reach out that will buy, and it is not every time you say, people come and buy, come and buy, come and buy, that people will reach out to you, even though you have been shouting 10 years. And it takes time to build trust. Human beings are one of the hardest people to sell anything to. If you want to sell something of 5 naira, even pure water, see how people that sell pure water usually see how they usually sweat. Like, this is water that people even need for their survival. They even shout, cold pure water, come and buy, and you are there, you are sending direct message or for something of 150 million naira for people to come and buy like that. No, 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 no. You have to do better. You have to, like, create content, let people know about you, let people, like, relate with you, give people value, like, help people out before you say, okay, I want to sell this thing. I hope it will sell. So that is the right way to do it. Thank you to Emmanuel. Thank you to Nene. Thank you to Olakunle. Thank you to Wilfred. Thank you to people who are watching on YouTube. Where can I even see the names of people who are watching on YouTube? YouTube guys. I think that should be in studio, but I'm not sure. Okay, I think hey, Taufik, Ahmad. Thank you to Mr. John. There are two Johns here. Thank you to Mr. John. The two Johns on this particular live on YouTube. I think that's where to see all the names there. So thank you to I and J Fashion for joining, guys. Let's double tap on the screen. If you have anybody that has mode on their wall, they have mode is discoloring their wall. Make sure you send this to them, share this live with them. Save a life today. Save a life today. Yes, it's very, very important. Save a life today. Can you come to our father, see one house? Where is our father? Our father is in is it Bini? I don't, okay, it's Okada that is in Bini. Our father, where is it? If it is in the southwest, why not? We do. Okay, Mowe, yes, we do. Just send us a DM 09043575896. 09043575896. 09043575896. 09043575896. That's the number to reach out to on WhatsApp. That's the number here. 09043575896. WhatsApp. So just say you are the one that needs inspection in Mowe. So then we fix inspection appointments. Let me see this video. Okay, 112,000 views. That's impressive. No, don't put your number there. Just message me on WhatsApp. I will respond to you. Message me on WhatsApp 09043575896. I stopped posting on Facebook a while ago. Why? Because I was tired. Like, I was not getting views. This is a Facebook account I've been building for the past 10 years and nothing to show for it. But recently I started getting views because I started posting again. And after posting for 10 years, my post started getting traction and I didn't do anything different. I was posting 4 videos per day. Like in total, I was posting like 5 to 6 contents per day, 4 of which is usually videos. And currently, we have more than 18 million views per month on Facebook. uh, this is not for me. This is not me bragging in front of you. This is me telling you that if you are somebody that has been posting content, you have been putting in the effort, your time will come. It will get to a point where all your effort will pay off, and people will not see all those efforts you've been putting in. In fact, the funniest thing that happened to me was that the videos that I posted back then that got five views, 7 views, I repost them today and those videos are getting thousands of views. Same video, not I did not re-record them. That's not me. Like, I download the video again, repost them, the videos are getting thousands of views, in some cases millions of views. So if you are somebody that has been posting, whether it's on TikTok, on Facebook, on YouTube, on Instagram, and you are not getting traction, keep posting and always keep learning. Like, always try to see that what am I doing wrong, watch other videos, people's video that is getting view, what are they doing that you are not doing, incorporate it. One day to get to your turn. And one other thing I also notice is that for all these platforms, especially for those of them that have verification badge, always try to pay them. Like, get the verification badge, maybe it's 4,500 naira or any amount. Get it, because that way you are investing in them, and in most cases they try to invest in you so that you also get some views, some people interested in watching your content as well. The other thing you also need to also check is, when you post videos, always try to get people to engage. So like maybe your staff, your wife, your relatives to engage, to comment, oh, this is a nice video, then you comment back and say, oh, thank you. That way the Facebook algorithm, or whichever algorithm, we see that, okay, this person is serious, people are commenting already, people are liking, and then that can be like, you just need something to catapult you. Immediately you get that one video that does very well, trust me, most of your other video will start doing well. So always have it at the back of your mind that this thing is a marathon. So like, it's a marathon, like you keep running. Like, there is not that it's 100-meter race. No, it's a marathon. Like, you keep doing it. Do it today, do it tomorrow. Like, just do it. Like, and one thing about content is that you might be like, oh, I'm selling paints today. That's what my content is all about. Tomorrow you can wake up and be like, I want to start selling kpako. People will still buy from you. It's not about what you are selling currently. It's about building a brand for you, building a brand that people know that, okay, this guy is trustworthy, we can give this guy money, we can go and sleep. So your social media is meant to tell your story from different angles. You tell your story, oh, this is how I grew up. If you check my own social media page, you see when I was trying to learn how to sell paints. You see my story, like, told that story. People, even from there, I started making sales. Why? Because I was showing the process. I was showing how I was traveling, learning. Even with that, like, different things, I was showing people, telling my story. Today, people trust me with millions of naira, even without seeing me. Like, transfer, they send it. So that is what social media can do for you. Tomorrow now, if I wake up and I say I want to start selling real estate, people will still be like, oh, Tope, how much is it? Can we buy from you? So that is it. So put in the hard work and never cheat people. Like that's one of the things that make people trust me. If you look at the background, you see stay true. That's one of my own mantra, because I will, even in most cases, I will even accept losing money than spoiling my name. And I believe in the principle of fairness. That is, if I say that, okay, this thing is not fair to the customer, I will always come back and say, okay, let me make it right to the customer. Even though this is more something that came to my mind yesterday, a customer ordered from us, and on the app, when we booked the delivery, it was 8,001. And when the dispatch rider got there, all this Lagos dispatch rider, he got there and he was like, it's 9,000. And me, I've already told the customer it's 8,001. I had to refund the customer 1,000 naira. Why? Because I already told him, and the dispatch rider before leaving did not even inform the customer that it's going to be 9,000. Those are the kind of things. For me, it's about fairness, because to the customer is not fair, because probably the person already has budget for 8,001, and now you are coming at it's 9,000. So I had to refund the customer the extra 1,000. So that is, like, for example, if you want to build your brand based on something, especially trust, because nowadays everybody is shouting online, oh, I said this, I said that, I said this, and there are a lot of scammers online. And that's Nigerians have money, they want to buy something online, but who can they trust? Who can they trust with their hard earned money? Because to make money in Nigeria, whether you are in Nigeria or you are abroad, is not easy. So if you are somebody that's creating content, always have trust as part of your principle, and the sky is your starting point. So thank you to Zarabi. Thank you very much. Thank you to everybody who is sticking around. Thank you. So if you have any question about mode, about damp treatment, make sure you leave it in the chat. Okay. Okay, Penguin, thank you for saying hi. Penguin, thank you for saying hi on YouTube. Guys, let's up tap on the screen. Let's get more people to join this live. Let's up tap on the screen. Thank you to Rudy. So if you want to get any of our material, message us on WhatsApp. This particular phone number right here, 0904-357-5896. That's the number to reach out to on WhatsApp, 0904-357-5896. So currently we are at about 160,000 followers on Facebook. Yay! Facebook was around 2,000. And then TikTok was around 140 something thousand. Now Facebook has even surpassed TikTok. Thanks to God. You know. Um so let's check other things we're supposed to talk about. Let's see. Are we still talking on YouTube? Because hello? Okay, I think we are still live on YouTube. We are still live on YouTube. We are live and we are good to go. Wow, this video has 133,000. It's still good. Okay, I think that's the repost. so So there's one thing you need to also do when you are posting content online, and that thing can be a game changer for you. And what is that? It's very, very simple. It doesn't require you to do any work. Is that you should repost your content. Even though you repost, there's this particular post I posted. My staff posted it the previous day, but the next day I was like, something is missing in this particular post. I downloaded the video again. I posted it, but with another caption. I wrote, okay, is the video was about dampness, so I just put another caption, just the title, I just change it, and then the video went like it blew up. Thread is a place that most people don't even like, videos don't even go viral there. The video has, as the last time I checked, it was around 40 something thousand. To get thousands of views on Thread is not easy. Even on Instagram it has thousands of views, on Facebook and TikTok, even all those platforms, it got other views and other followers. So even though you posted yesterday, you can repost today, or some videos you posted last month you can repost. I usually tell my staff, let's constantly post videos, especially story videos of the work we've done in the past. Let's repost them. Because why? Because somebody might have been following you for a long time. Maybe the person saw your video for a long time, but when you now, or somebody is like, you've posted last year. What about people that are just following you this year? So they did not know what you posted last year. So bring those video, post it this year so that they will see it. Once they see it, they'll be like, wow, this guy has a lot of interesting content. And this can also be handy when on those days that you don't have anything to post. Just repost is still a post. Repost is still a post. So that is one thing you also need to put in mind. So reposting your video with another angle, like the caption, or maybe you've learned something, you can just put it in the title, the caption, write something good about it, in another angle, extra information, put it there. People will appreciate it. Thank you to Olago. Thank you very much for joining. I really appreciate you. So let's move on to the next one. Yeah, the video has 1 million views. Here are three things you don't know about test coat paint. Yes, test coat paint is that paint that has stone on it. So the number one thing you don't know is that test coat is not waterproof paint. That is, some people will be like, oh, there's water there, let's paint it with test coat. Even that test coat, it will peel and your eyes go red. So instead of doing that, get waterproof material, waterproof the place properly before you now use test coat or whatever paint you want to use. Another thing most people don't know about test coat is that repainting on test coat is usually more expensive than even the paint the test coat itself. Now let's say they painted a place with test coat and then you want to change the type of paint. There are two options you have. The number one option you have is to do the screening again, which is the most direct way of doing it. The other option you also have is to sandpaper the place, which is usually very intensive and it takes a lot of energy. So before you paint test coat, know this and know peace. The other thing most people don't know about test coat is that test coat, because it has rough surface, it can allow reptiles like lizard to climb your place easily. Yes, because it's rough and those lizard and other reptiles have something to grip into on, so that they can climb your place and enter your place. So if you are somebody that you don't like this kind of thing happening in your place, don't use test coats, use smooth paints. Thank you to Oman, thank you to Clayton. Good afternoon to IK Kester. Thank you very much for joining. So let's talk about the different materials we have. We have their top mode defense. If you are somebody that mode is disturbing your place, so this is what you need to get. In a few seconds. Ah, àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ kò ṣe ti rí ọ̀dà tí mo sẹ́yìn. Ó yẹ jẹ́ ká process ẹ̀. Alright. Alright. Ẹ send the screenshot ẹ̀. Tẹ́ bá ti pick ẹ̀. Okay. Okay, I'm seeing Mr. Ola from TikTok. Good afternoon. So our shop is at Eputu bus stop after where, so that's Aja, after Aja, Eputu bus stop after where, as if you are going to Ekpe, that's where our store is. Thank you to everybody who is messaging on WhatsApp. I'm responding to all your messages right away. So good afternoon. Good afternoon. So this person has done for, okay, let me check. So it takes time to, for example, when most people chat me about mold or dampness, I usually take my time to sit down very well, and I'll see like to see what is really happening, because you can just not just say, oh, go and use this one, it will work. No, what you apply, if you have dampness on the lower part of your house and the dampness you have on the ceiling, what you use to treat the two, they are different thing. Why? Because the one on your wall, the what causes it might be different from what cause the one on your ceiling, and immediately the cause is different. In most cases, the chemical you use, the treatment usually differs as well. So that's what most people don't know. For example, this waterproofing material, Kosa 2K crystal coat, they are good for walls. Yes, they are good for dampness, but you cannot now say because they are good for dampness, you want to remove your pop and start applying Costa 2K there. You will not get good results. In fact, you it's not even reasonable, because pop material now, aba, you want to scrape it, it's not like concrete. Why? Because these things are meant to be applied on concrete wall, on blocks. So but you want to apply it on pop, it doesn't make sense. So the immediately you have dampness on your pop, what you use is different. If you have it on your wall, and even on your wall, depending on the height that you have it will determine the type of treatment you give it. For example, if so, when most people send me their video, I will first check, is it up to the window level. In most cases, if you see dampness on the window level and it is round in the room, and then you go and check outside and you see that it is also round the house, that way you are 99% sure that that is rising damp. Why? Because it means water is going from the foundation and is affecting the two sides of the block, and immediately water is going from the foundation, it does not just affect one room alone, it will affect all the rooms and it will affect the outside, unless maybe the house is tilting like this, the house bend like this, one place is higher than the other, which means the place that is low we have dampness. But that is a general way to know. But now if you now see dampness, that is, you see paint peeling close to the upper part, maybe at the upper edge of your window, and then on your pop you see that there's discoloration, it is most likely that what is causing that one is from water that is seeping from the upper part of your house, whether it is a floor that is above you, an apartment that is above you, or the what's it called, the roof of the house. That's where the water is coming from. So that way you treat it differently. So in that case, you don't apply Costa 2K, you don't apply crystal coat, unless the paint is the plastering is chipping very very hard already. So in that way, what you need to do is to block the dampness and then treat the mold that's there and then repaint. In most cases, as long as the discoloration or the paint peeling is not too strong. So if the paint is peeling, you can remove the paint and repaint in that case, after you have blocked the leakage that is happening. So in other cases, you can also have paint peeling on the upper side of the house, not the pop now, maybe close on the upper side of the window level, paint is peeling, but it is not consistent in the room. So what you need to note in that particular case is, in sometimes it might not be it might not be dampness, it might be as a result of the type of paints they use or the type of process they follow while they are painting that place. So if they paint a place and then the place you are saying that there was, like, before they paint it, the paint there or the wall was not solid, there's the wall was choking already, like on dust already, and then they just paint on it. Those are the kind of reaction you later see, that paint will just be peeling in some places, it will just be peeling, it will peel here, it will not peel here, it will go and peel in another place. So those are the pattern you see there. Sometimes it might not be water that's causing that issue. So those are some certain situations that you need to know. Now, in another case, you might see that there is no dampness in your house, but in your kitchen there's dampness, or in your bathroom there's dampness. There's paint peeling in your kitchen, there's paint peeling in your bathroom, or there's discoloration in your kitchen, there's discoloration on the wall of your bathroom. So in that case, you should know that it is water, because both kitchen and bathroom, they are places that are prone to water. They are wet areas. And what you need to check is ventilation in the two cases. Is the window big enough, and are you always opening the window, or is it always closed? If it is always closed, that's where your problem is. Make sure you are opening it time after time. In fact, open the doors of the bathroom and the kitchen. So that way you will solve most of the dampness issue you have. That one, we call it condensation damp. Now, in another case, you might notice that there's water, there's paint peeling, but it's only peeling on one side of the wall. So if you see it is peeling on one side of the wall, the first thing you should check is what is on the other side of the wall. What is on the other side of the wall? Because in most cases, when you see it that way, what is on the other side of the wall is usually a bathroom or a wet place. Somebody sent me a video the other day, and I noticed that same pattern. The paint was peeling, there's discoloration, but on the lower side of one wall alone. And I asked him what is on the other side. He said it's a bathroom. I told him, go and check the bathroom, do the video of the bathroom. From the video he sent to me, I noticed that the bathroom, the tiles they put in the bathroom, the lowest tiles that's supposed to be covering everywhere, there's a gap there, and that's where water is following to come and affect the other side of the room. So those are different things, like, and there are different ways to solve it. So for example, for that one, this particular one that I told him to find a tiler to help him seal those places that has hole, and after that he can now put a top mold defense on the place that has that line, because mold will have certainly be growing on that place. Let him kill it, apply a primer if the discoloration is much, and then he will repaint it. That's all he needs to do. He does not have to buy Costa 2K. He does not have any business with Costa 2K and Crystal Coat. So dampness is a very, very wide thing, that even we that we treat dampness, we are very, very careful before we tell you that, oh, this is what you need to do, this is that. That's why most people, when they say, I want to talk to you on phone, I will be like, this is not phone matter. Before I treat your dampness for you, or whatever it is you want to show me, show me. Don't say, I want to describe it, because what you might be describing might be different, and what me I'm giving you diagnosis for is different. So that's why I love video chats, like video chats. You chat me, you leave voice notes, and then even in the future, when you now say, I'm ready to treat this thing, I'll be like, okay, what did we discuss about? What are we going to use for it? So that's dampness for you. Thank you to everybody who has been. Yes, this is my number, 09043575896, 09043575896. So yes, that's it. Please message me on WhatsApp. Message, don't call, please. I'm not available for call. Message, don't call. Let me see who is calling. Message, don't call. Um mo wà ní live ni. Mo wà pẹ̀lú yín. Mo ní mo wà ní live, mo wà live. Nearly drop voice note. Má ti ṣetán máa gbọ́. Okay, drop message, please. So thank you to NH Skincare. Thank you very much. So so these are some of the videos people send to me, so that I can help them. So I will look at it critically. Okay, I think this one. If you look at this particular case now, it's on the lower side of the house. Don't let me show people on the lower side of the house. So it's most likely to be rising down because it's consistent on the lower side of the house. Consistent on the lower side of the house. Okay. Okay. Majority of issue people have nowadays is rising down. Majority. Thank you to Mr. Akonde, storyteller. Sorry, I saw your comment. I was about to answer, but I now saw. I was about to answer before I started responding to comments. Sorry. Thank you. First time, Mr. Akonde says first time commenting on a live stream. God bless your hustle, sir. Thank you very much, Mr. Akonde. I really appreciate you. God bless you too. More wins to come. Thank you to everybody who has been joining. If you have any question about dampness, you have your place as damp, you have mold on your walls, send it to this number 0904 357 5896. It is free. I don't charge you for checking video for you and then telling you what to do. The only place I charge you is if my staff want to come to your site, because no be free. Keke no be free. Marwa no be free. Transportation is not free, and the work we also put in is not free, so we charge for that for inspection. But if it is something you just want to send us video, you just want us to like get our idea, we do it for free. In fact, that's what I do use most of my day doing, like responding to chat on, like helping people, that's what we do. So thank you to everybody who has been chatting, who has been commenting, who has been liking this particular live. Let's double tap, guys. Let's double tap the screen. So I think this is let me put this on 2x. And there are some questions we also ask when you, let me show you some of the questions. Okay, let me take the second video. I wanted to add the question, but I'm already seeing this in another way. So this is likely to be rising down. It's rising down because it's in multiple rooms. This particular person. Like this person now, his own mode is on the, this person now, he has mode on the lower side of his house, mode. And he said, I asked him, is he also on the ceiling? He said small small. So for this particular case now, what I'm going to ask him next is paint peeling on the outside? Is paint peeling on the outside? On the outside part of the house? So if paint is peeling on the outside, if paint is peeling on the outside part of the house, it means it's rising damp, and it is that rising damp that is causing mold for him. So that way we can fix the rising damp and then the mold will not come back. So that's it, that's as simple as that. So Salahuddin Mustaf, thank you very much for joining. Unique Kick Ventures, thank you very much for joining. So let's move on to the next person that sent us thank you to everybody. About 20 square meters. So, and some people will be asking that how many Costa 2K or crystal coat do I use for a certain place? The answer is it depends on the total square meter. For example, each of these chemical can cover 10 square meter. What that means is that for Costa 2K and crystal coat, one Costa 2K, one crystal coat can cover 10 square meter. That is one for 10 square meter. Now if you are somebody that has 1000 square, oh okay, 1000 is too much, 100 square meter of space you want to cover, and what we mean by square meter is the square meter of the affected area only, not everywhere. Not that you now say is a 2 bedroom, is a 12 by 12. No, it is the affected area only. Now let's say the affected area after you take the measurement is 100 square meter. That means you are going to divide that 100 by 10. That means you are going to need 10 coastal 2K, 10 crystal coat. So 10 coastal 2K, 10 crystal coat, that's the quantity you need. If it is 20 square meter, that's 20 divided by 10, that's 2. That means 2 coastal 2K, 2 crystal coat. So why? Because you apply crystal coat first, after that you now apply coastal 2K. So that's the proper way to do all these things. So that's how we know how many will be enough for you. So when we tell you to measure the total square meter, it's not that we are wicked, it's because we want to know how many, the quantity, the real quantity, the right quantity to use. For example, this person says about 20 square meters. So let me respond and say you will need 2 coastal 2K and 2 crystal coats. Okay, 2 coastal 2K, 2 crystal coats, coastal 2K, crystal coats. So if you want to place your order, send us a DM 09043575896, 09043575896. That's the number you can use to reach out to us. There is the number on the screen, 09043575896. Yes. Okay, this person is sending video. What was our discussion, sir? I think we discussed. Modern building, wow. Engineer Allah, thank you very much. Thank you to Mr. Focus for joining. Thank you to everybody who has been joining on YouTube. YouTube guys, I really appreciate you guys. You guys are amazing. Okay, let me send them. Okay. Wow, 7.5. The one we did. Okay, that one was cement. The one we did yesterday was 8,001. Okay, paid. I think I'm enjoying this WhatsApp label. It's saving me a lot of time now. WhatsApp label. So you just use it to label your customers, unless because I have a lot of chats coming in. You know. Ibumaye, thank you very much for joining. Even mouse don't tire. Okay, let's check the some questions we have on WhatsApp. We are yet to answer WhatsApp questions. So if you have any question about mold, about dam treatment, send it in the chat. Leave it in the chat. I'll be there to respond to you. So if you are somebody that you've painted your wall, but you forgot to use primer. You did the first coat. You did not use primer before you do the first coat. What you can do is you can still use a primer. Just wait for the first coat to dry properly. After that, you can apply a primer and then do your two coats, your normal two coats on that particular wall. So that way you will have a good finish. In most cases, if you notice that after the first coat, you will have been getting a good result. Like after the new first coat, you will have been getting a good result already. So that is what you need to do. Yes, you forgot to use a primer, or probably a place that they've painted before, they did not use primer. Now you want, like after several years they've painted the place, now you want to repaint the place. Yes, you can still use a primer on the surface, just sandpaper the surface and then apply your primer, and then you can now paint your paint on it. It will still come out very very well. Should you use water or petrol to mix your satin paint? The answer is water. Generally in Nigeria here, I don't know of any other place, but in Nigeria satin paints are usually water based paint. So you use water to mix them, but when it comes to oil based paints like gloss, that is when you use petrol or a thinner to use. Thinner is better, but if you can't get thinner, you can also use petrol. But for satin paint, satin, use water to thin it, and don't mix too much water with satin. Just use 10% or 20% maximum. Use 20% of water. That is, for 20 liter of satin, you can use 2 liter of water, or 4 liters. 4 liters might even be too much. 2 liters to 4 liters is okay. So but the way you know the right amount to use is once you are mixing it, if it is getting too watery, you stop. So but make sure it's not too watery and it's not too thick. So that's the best way to get the best finish on your wall. So if you want to apply Kosatuke or any waterproof material, one of the reasons we usually advise people to remove the plaster, apart from the fact that the plaster is wet and it's contaminated, is that if you apply Kosatuke or any dam treatment chemical on an existing plastered surface, what you will notice is that if you apply it on the plaster, the plaster, like the affected area will bulge out compared to the non-affected area. What do I mean? For example, let's say the down part of this place now is affected. The down part of this place is affected, but the upper part is not affected. If you add another layer to this place, oma wujade, like it will bulge out compared to the place that's not affected, which will not give your space a beautiful look. But when you remove the plaster, you apply the chemicals, you can now replaster to fit the other plaster that's not affected. So that is the proper way to do it. So it's all about functionality as well as aesthetics. Like we want it to look good and we want it to also function. That's why we tell you to remove the plaster. Number one, because the plaster is contaminated in most places. In most cases, why? Because it's wet already. And the other thing is that if you apply it on or existing plaster wall, you might not be able to smoothen it with the other unaffected area. So Adiola, thank you very much for joining. Omar Salala, thank you very much. Thank you to everybody who is watching on YouTube. Thank you to Lubam. Thank you to everybody who is joining. So if you have any question about dampness, you have any question about mold, so if you have any question about mold, leave it in the chat. So I'll be there to respond to you. So you can also message me 09043575896, 09043575896.